Everyone, so my live feed hasn't been working very well lately, so I wanted to just make a video this way and I will share it to the group because I'm talking to a few of you about coaching. And so if coaching is not something you have ever thought of, well, I could easily say just don't watch this video, but just listen for 1 sec. How I got involved with coaching was simply being put in a challenge group with my coach, and loved it. Loved the way eating well, not perfect, and working out every day made me feel. And I started to realize that when I didn't log into the group and when I didn't share what I was doing, I was getting off track. And when my coach said to me, have you ever thought about coaching? My answer was no. No, there's no way I could do this. There's no way I could find the time. That was my biggest thing, right? Was that where would I find the time? And she just kind of said, trust me. Just see if you like it type thing. So I just started coaching. I started realizing that I was a happier person when I was talking to people for my challenge groups, and I was just a challenger, right? But when I had people that I didn't know, but that I knew just from the groups, starting to check in with me, or I was checking with them, or giving people words of encouragement, helping people with recipes, she kind of said to me, you know, you're already coaching. That's what we do as coaches. And again, I was like, okay, well, but I'm just doing what I'm doing. It wasn't that big of a deal for me. So I decided to become a coach mainly because I wanted my Shakeology discounted. When you get Shakeology, it's 25% off the regular price. I mean, we'd pay coaches fees. So it works out to be roughly the same as if you are getting the 10% off discount. But obviously, you know, you're a coach and you have a coach number, whatever. And so I signed up to be a coach, and I was getting the discount on my Shakeology, and I had friends asking me what I was doing, and I just was like, you know what? I'm just working out. I'm just eating better than I was, and I'm in these challenge groups, and my coach runs them, and it just started snowballing from there. So I've been talking to a couple of you about this mentorship program that I have coming up in March. And if anything else, it's a great way to make a little bit of income. If I'm being really honest with you, I didn't realize what it was going to produce for me. I didn't ever think I had the time. That was my biggest thing, right? I don't have the time to do that. But when my coach said to me, but you're on Facebook anyway, I was like, you're right. Dang, you kind of called me out. I was on Facebook anyway, I may as well help other people. And so numbers wise, if you want to talk about, you know, how much can you make, there's ridiculous amounts of ways that the income, the compensation plan works. But as a quick reference, if you have somebody in your life, a friend, a sister, a mom, a colleague that knows that you're doing Beachbody programs and they wanted to get involved, most of you would get them in contact with me, right? You would get me to help them. They would order their challenge pack through me, and I would make a commission off of that. And so that's the foundation. The easiest way to make any kind of money is commission. I mean, it's a business, right? I mean, it can be icky, and I'll be honest with you, I've never made a video like this for my challengers, but I feel like I have a lot of conversations with a lot of you, and a lot of you have the same questions. So you can still message me privately, it's fine, or you can post your questions below and we can have a very open, honest conversation, very open about what Beachbody is. But if you're talking about commissions, that's the easiest way to talk to people about business, because any business, when you go to Canadian Tire and you buy a thing of windshield wiper fluid, Canadian Tire is making money, right? Anybody who buys something from somebody, you're going to make a commission off that. So what does that translate into your bottom line? Well, you pay for Shakeology every month, right? So if you pay for Shakeology every month and you want to make that money back, because Shakeology is awesome, but it's expensive, but it's, you know, it's part of your meals. It works into your program. You feel amazing. I will never stop drinking it. Even if I didn't get the discount, I would still even if I didn't make income every week, I would still drink Shakeology, absolutely. But it would be nice to have it paid for, right? So let's say you have a colleague who wants to join with you and they get the all access on-demand challenge pack and they have their challenge pack shipped to them. You make $70. That's the easiest way to kind of go, okay. And it's actually a little bit more because we get paid in Canadian. So that there's a little bit of an exchange there because we don't get paid in American funds exchanged into Canadian funds, but there is an exchange because our prices are a little bit higher, so our commissions are a little bit higher. But $70 is kind of like foundation. So like, let's say you helped 2 or 3 people a month. Honestly, that's how it starts. So what we're doing in March, I'm doing a mentorship program where I'm running a challenge group, much like Strongly in 2017, but it'll be something March Madness maybe. And I'm running it with other coaches. Some of you are in here. And if you're not already signed up to be a coach, that's an easy sign up. That's no problem at all. You actually sign up and you don't have to pay to sign up. And you bring 2 or 3 people that are watching what you're doing and who want to do this too, or have expressed wishing they had energy or your motivation. And you basically do what I've done with you. So they would order their program through you. And all of this through our mentorship program is taught to you. So it's like, obviously there's a learning curve involved, but the learning curve is instilling healthy habits in other people, right? Like, it's kind of amazing. And I'm going to be really honest with you, this past week has been a drain on my emotions. And if it wasn't for you guys and eating healthy and working out every day, I would be a mess right now. I would be in a state. Depression runs deep in my family, deep. My mother suffered from bipolar. My grandmother suffered from alcoholism and depression. My uncle suffered from alcohol and depression and committed suicide after his child committed suicide. Like, it is in my family. And I know that if I didn't have this, I would not be in a good place right now. That is value in my life, especially with what's going on in my other career. Okay, so even if it's just to have your Shakeology covered, right? Even if it's just to have money to go to the movies, money to buy workout gear, money to we're all kind of in that place in our lives where we have bills, we have debt. It's reality. It's not something that, I don't even know if when my parents were growing up, if they ever thought they would live a debt-free life. I can say that I will because of this business. But it started with just a little tiny decision to go, you know what? I like the way I feel when I'm posting in these groups and when I have other people checking in with me and when I feel like I've helped somebody else. I like the way that makes me feel. So even if it goes nowhere for you, even if it's just a month and you do the mentorship program and you feel like, you know what, this isn't for me, that's fine. But you might get your Shakeology covered in the meantime. So if that is something that you've thought about doing, just message me, literally open book. Post your comments below and we can talk and I will answer absolutely any question because I know it's confusing. You hear multi-level marketing, you hear network marketing, you assume pyramid scheme, and we can talk about that as to what those are and how they're illegal and how this differs. Because I had all the same questions, you guys. But what I'm finding now is that if I hadn't have taken that leap of faith, number one, I wouldn't be able to afford to take 3 days off of work this week. I'm taking off Thursday, Friday, and Monday because I'm going to LA on a conference that I earned. And I'm working out live with Joel and Jericho, and I'm listening to top trainers that are in this business who are millionaires. And when I first started, I was like, okay, whatever. But you guys, that's not a whatever in my mind now. It's when that happens. And I will talk to you till I'm blue in the face about it. So if you have questions, post them below. I will have a very open conversation with you. If you'd rather message me in private, if you want to get together for coffee, if you guys want to come over here and have like I don't do those nights like Tupperware that gets together like a Pampered Chef party and have an at-home party. That's one of the bonuses about Beach, but I'll do that if you have a lot of questions. Anyway, just thought I would put it out there to you because there's 4 or 5 of you that are joining me in March. And I kind of think it's an amazing spillover from Strong Leading 2017 to just how strong can you get with your life, with your goals. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I'm on the bike, obviously, and I'm going to go do a little plyo workout just to kind of stretch out some kinks. Those 6 hours of walking and standing did nothing for my knee. I will talk to you all very soon. Have a great day. Meal prep. What are you prepping? Bye.